What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Double KM podcast. Have a really good one for you guys today. Really special episode for us today. Today we're going to be discussing the value of PDHPE curriculum within the educational system. Going to do some reflections of some of my personal experiences of learning PDHPE and how to teach it in the primary schools and in the primary educational system. And to finish off, we're going to be discussing my overall experience with PDHPE and my feelings on the inevitable of me teaching PDHPE within the classroom. Have a real good one for you guys today. Really looking forward to get into it. Let's go. All right, let's get started. So going to start off the podcast today with just a little bit of an introduction about PDHPE. So PDHPE is a valuable curriculum area as it teaches students the importance of physical, mental and emotional health and how to develop the necessary skills to manage each strain of health. The 2018 syllabus rationale states that PDHPE develops knowledge, understanding and skills important for children to take positive action to protect their and others' health and well-being from changing contexts, meaning that as teachers, we want to pretty much make sure that the students are learning the necessary skills to improve their health and well-being. One of the key objectives of the PDHPE curriculum, as stated in the syllabus, is to enact and strengthen health, safety, well-being, and participation of physical activity. When we want students pretty much to be engaged in physical activity, and we want to do as much as we can to help them develop skills and better their understandings and their importance with their of health and well-being. Really important, guys, health and well-being, especially for students coming up and developing through the educational system. We want to ensure that there is a high importance of health and their well-being as per the syllabus, the PDHPE syllabus. So secondly, guys, going to talk about the game sense approach. So the game sense approach is a teaching/coaching strategy which engages children in modified game activities to help develop knowledge and skills in a particular game. This is also supported by Light and Curry and Williams at L's research, supporting the understanding that the game's sense approach engages children, gives them a specific drill or skill to learn that they can use in an actual game. The game sense approach allows children to gain confidence in learning the different skills associated with a particular game by participating in drills, explicitly taught by the teacher. A good example, guys, is learning how to kick a soccer ball and using those skills in an actual game of soccer. It allows for both explicit and independent pedagogies to be applied by the teacher, as they are able to demonstrate the skill first. Then the students can independently practice the skill under the guidance of their teacher. Like I said, guys, it is really important. Game sense approach is building and improving the students' confidence so that eventually we can have a game of soccer or basketball or even coming to like an athletics type of sport. We want to make sure that they are confident, they know how to do the skill, and they know how to do it safe and sound as well. So moving on, let's do some reflecting. So over the past 10 weeks, I've had the privilege of participating in a university unit that covers PDHPE in the primary educational system. During this semester, my entire thinking of PD and the ways I would teach PE and PDHPE within the classroom has completely changed. I used to always think PDHPE was more physical activity, going out and having, like, pretty much doing sport. Completely different, guys. PDHPE involves safety, physical, mental, emotional health learning, developing skills, understandings, safety, sexual education. All these stuff and all these concepts are what make up PDHPE. And it was really cool seeing that, and it was really awesome learning about the different concepts of PE and how it all links and how myself becoming a teacher can help those students with that knowledge and give them that knowledge as well. So in one of my first tutorials, it was a practice tutorial. We learned about cultural games. It was really interesting to be the one to learn about the game and the cultural impact the game had. It mainly focused on the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Wrench and Garrett believed that the major concern in schools' curricula in regards to recognizing the cultural background of multicultural resources that bring to the students within the classroom, this meaning we are unable to recognize the different cultural backgrounds that are associated within the educational system. So something that I took away is, and it will stay with me from this tutorial, is the impact of teaching a pedagogy while also recognizing and identifying the cultural background and the importance the game had on the community, and the importance to let the students know, hey guys, this is actually a game created by a different culture. This is why they did it. Let's have fun. Let's do some also adaptations to it. We can learn the game first, put a bit of a twist on it, make it run, make it engaging, have a high rate to participate, but also giving the main idea culturally why we are playing this game, what it means to the culture as well. So really fun tutorial, really enjoyed myself. That's something that'll definitely stick with me throughout my days as a teacher. The second tutorial, guys, was another practical. There was an athletics carnival training. The athletics carnival happens across schools every year and is extremely important to ensure students are familiar with the skills and understanding associated with the sports. Linking back to game sense approach, we want to make sure, one, that students are completing the drills with confidence, they know what they're doing, and at the end of the day, they're being safe when participating in these sports. SME at L in 2020 emphasizes the importance PDHP has on the students. Engagement with physical activity. Us as teachers, we want to make sure students are confident in engaging with all these activities, and that this is the one thing that I took from this tutorial. Our role as a teacher is to build confidence, to have fun where then they are participating, to encourage and to do what we can to ensure they are building confidence. Yes, we want them to have fun, but we also want to make sure the main concepts and the main skills are being taught in a safe manner, but we want to encourage their confidence to be able to be ready for the athletics carnival. The school doesn't have the right equipment as well. Another thing that I learned is adapting the activities to ensure the same concept is being practiced. For example, some schools might not have a javelin or a shot put. We used bean bags as a shot put. We want to make sure that they are continually using the same skills being taught and the same concepts as well, pushing the shot put rather than throwing it. So adapting the activities and ensuring that we are building the students' confidence is something that I took out of this tutorial. Moving into a theory tutorial, actually, the tutorial was based on pedagogy planning for teaching, pretty much based around the different pedagogical and teaching strategies that I can use to help teach PDHP within the classroom. Randall and Fleet in 2020 state that quality teaching is at the base of student achievement within the educational system. As teachers, we need to ensure that we are teaching the best of our ability to ensure students have every chance to achieve to the best of their ability. Pretty much meaning we want to ensure that we are teaching of a high quality to ensure that students are reaching their goals and are learning to a high quality as well. So being able to learn the different strategies and how to use them in the classroom, i.e. using cross-curricular activities such as drama, maths, English, sustainability as well. In PDHP will ensure that my lessons are of high quality, and it ensures that my different pedagogies that I use in the classroom will help me become a much better teacher in the long run, while also allowing for my students to have better understandings of the different concepts that I'm teaching, i.e., for example, when we are teaching, say, for instance, we need to map out how far someone threw a shot put, we are going to be using maths and measure and how we can do that. So using different cross curriculums, making that lesson at a high quality is something that I took from that tutorial. Moving into the final tutorial, really, in my opinion, an uncomfortable topic, sexuality. I remember my past experiences with sexuality didn't really have a lot of understanding. I went to an all Catholic school, and I know in terms of the department schools and Catholic schools and other private schools, they might have differently, but sexuality is a really key concept and key topic to be taught within the classroom. We want to make sure that students know what's happening, and as the body changes, we want to let them know that this is what to expect, so they're not worried and don't know what happens throughout their time developing as they continue to grow as adults. So as ATL believes that sexual education is consistently taught within the classroom, pretty much some concepts aren't being taught to the correct ability, and they're missing out on some major key elements of sexuality and sex education. Pretty much the main focus that I took from this tutorial is we need to be honest with the students, and we need to make sure we are teaching all the concepts that we can. A really big memory from this tutorial was my tutor saying that if a student asks a question, just tell the truth. Be truthful within reason, obviously, but mainly just be truthful with the students, with the development of technology, media, all of that type of social media as well. They're going to learn about these different concepts anyway. It's up to us to make sure that we are truthful, we are confident. Confidence is key as well. Another thing that I took out from this particular tutorial, we want to make sure that we are a confident teacher. We are confident in teaching an uncomfortable subject. Being a confident teacher will allow students to gain better understandings and be active in their participation and engagement with such an uncomfortable topic to speak to. So want to make sure that I'm giving them the best possible experience and learn from the experiences that my teachers gave me throughout my time in the educational system. Overall, my experiences with this unit has been amazing. Opened up different paths for teaching PDHP in the classroom. Pretty much, it's more than just physical activity, guys. It involves health, well-being, safety, building confidence, developing skills, as well as being physical and being active as well. Also learning about the different physical literacy and understandings that come with it. As Scott et al. State that physical literacy is lifelong learning and is applied in movement and physical context. Learning the different activities that can be used within PE have allowed me to modify my teaching pedagogies, which will help students achieve certain goals they have set, build confidence with participation, again, using the game sense approach that builds confidence and shows that true PDHP is a truly valued curriculum. To finish off, my feelings towards PDHP have definitely changed, as Palzon Herrera and Sophia Vikas 2021 state that there has been a significant change in recent years in the progressive teaching within the educational system. As an upcoming teacher myself, this unit has allowed for me to open up my understandings on PDHPE, think about my different pedagogy strategies that I can use, my different teaching strategies as well, what I can use in my classroom when I'm teaching PDHPE to make my lessons a lot more quality and to ensure that my students are engaged and learning the content. This unit has shown that to be a teacher, I need to encourage my students, need to encourage participation, implement teaching strategies and pedagogies that will help build confidence, develop skills, and at the end of the day, we want to gain further understandings about the different concepts of PDHPE and ensure that these understandings are used as they continue through the educational system. Another objective that is stated in the NESA 2018 syllabus, develop understandings. We want them to develop understandings and use these understandings as they continue to develop through the educational system. But anyway, guys, that's been me. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys have been amazing. Overall, PDHP is such an important curriculum area that has so many more concepts that can be seen. Really looking forward to teaching this one day. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, guys. Peace out.